What is up, everybody? It is Dweebo here with the review for Super Mario freaking Odyssey. This game I was very excited about. It has been about, I think it's 7 years since Super Mario Galaxy 2, which is what I kind of consider the last of this type of game for Mario. I liked 3D World a ton on the Wii U, but it felt like a co-op. It felt like something different. It wasn't the classic Mario of exploring worlds and kind of a 3D camera. I don't know how to explain it, but I mean, you understand if you're watching the video already. You're smarter than me, I bet. So I just want to take a second and kind of go through the first, I think I'm just going to go show the first 3 worlds. So it's stuff that you've seen in the trailer if you watched that E3 trailer. I don't want to spoil anything. I have beat the game. I have got a lot of the moons, but I'm going to edit this to get as much as I see spoilers out. I don't think you're going to see anything with my watchful eye. So like I said, just the first probably 3 worlds, I'm just going to go through as I'm kind of reviewing this game. So first off, this game starts you right out the gate. That's what I really like about games. If they don't freaking fiddle fart around, they get right to the action, what you're looking for, and that's what this game does. Excellently, very good. I'll just change to that. So you are on this quest to take down Bowser. It's not, the story to me has always been something that's been serviceable in the Mario games, and that's okay. They're not The Last of Us, and I'm never going to hold them up to that standard. But there's some fun moments. There's moments in this game that remind me of Paper Mario, of that sense of humor. Kind of, I would say even more wacky than the usual Mario game can even be. The big mechanic in this one is the cap mechanic. So you can throw it, hold it out there, and actually use it to jump up. You can use it to become things. So for example, right here, I'm going to become this little freaking thing, and now I can look out wherever, zoom in, whatever, and there's different powers. And so each level, it changes. You can become different things. So I can turn on light posts, and those give you coins sometimes, depending. So any tops of trees, stuff like that. See, like right there, coin. But what's really fun is finding out what each level's kind of thing you can become. So in this first one, you're these frogs. You can dash around, and some of the moons you have to get, which are basically the start. If you've played the old Mario game or Super Mario 64, they're the main collectible, and they're called moons, and there are a trillion of them. There are so many of them. So it's like Super Mario 64 on steroids when it comes to just challenges in a level. They pack them with these moons you can find. Some are harder than others to get. Some are just literally up on a freaking hill, and you just slam and grab them. Some of them take a lot of skill, and made me scream at some of them, how hard they can be. But like I said, this is the fun mechanic, is just becoming different things. You'll need to become different things to get the different moons, to get the other collectible in this game. In each level, there are about 100. It depends. Sometimes there's only 50. But of these purple coins, and they look different to each level. So in this one, there's purple freaking hats, which you can go over to these type of places that are, again, in each level, and you can use them to, get new clothes for Mario. And over here, you use coins on the yellow to get clothes, or the purple, you could only use the purple coins from that particular level to get the different goodies that you can buy from the shop. So yeah, that's the basics of this entire game, and it constantly surprised me, all of the stuff the game threw to me. I've heard this game described as the Breath of the Wild for the Mario series, the reimagining you could say, of the Mario series, and it pretty much sums up my entire thoughts for this game. There's so many, like I said, the moons, the freaking mechanic of changing into these frogs or the different things throughout the level is so funny and very fun. Like each thing that you're able to turn into in the levels are fun to play. They add a different mechanic. The music, I'll just kind of touch on that goes to each level. We'll go to the second level while we're at it while I'm just running around here. So this is the second level of the game, Cascade Kingdom. It's this little dinosaur type level. Like I said, no spoiler. I've already got all this stuff in this level, the moon stuff so far. I won't show you any of that stuff, but just using it as a backdrop. And so the music, as you can hear, each of the music in each level is so memorable. There is one level I won't get to in this review. I don't even want to spoil it. I want you just to hear it fresh when you play it. It is so incredible. I had to stop what I was playing and just listen to it. It is my favorite soundtrack in the game, and it's just so memorable. Like I said, the music, the graphics. You have the things that you can turn into in each level. So in this one, it's the chain chomps that you can turn into, and a dinosaur up freaking here, which you might have seen in the trailer. So you could change into these chain chomps. The music with each level, the world, the attention to detail, even freaking Mario's nose jiggles as you see it here, the little dragonflies running out. There's so many little, I could do a whole video on the details that are in each level that they caught. But they just add to such memorable, nothing comes close 3D platforming wise. I could not describe, I liked the ukulele a lot this year. But it doesn't even hold a candle to Mario. It doesn't even come remotely close to Mario, this Mario game. It is such a great reimagining. I'm a freaking dinosaur right now. You're doing the goofiest stuff. There is just, I don't even know how to explain this game to you, and some of the things I was doing is so funny. It has such charm. The charm level's off the charts of this game. The jumping, the mechanics of running, and all this it's just so fun. The animations look when you go really fast, right here, him putting his hands out, his hat bobbing up and down. Some of the little side quests they have you do to get the moons are so funny sometimes. I don't know what else to say about this game. I'm going to jump to the third and final level I'm going to show you, which again is another thing they showed in the trailers, so I won't be spoiling much. And then I'm just going to wrap up the review. So this is the third level of the game, Sand Kingdom. You saw this very early in the stuff they showed for this game. So again, the worlds are so varied. They have this weird town, even this weird freaking town. This thing that you can ride on. Every level stands on its own. I will remember these levels for years. The graphics in this, there's stuff that I've never seen in a Mario game ever. There's lighting coming through trees at certain parts. You can do right here, you can do even a camera system, and there's all these different filters you can use. I've taken so many goofy, weird pictures. So far, the amount of value that is packed into this game of like I said, 1 trillion freaking moons, all these collectibles that are actually fun to get, they're fun to seek out. It's not overwhelming, but it feels massive. The world feels freaking massive. And they really nailed this. It's incredible we got a Zelda that I gave a classic to early in the year, and getting a Mario. And if you're taking everything into account, the world, the graphics, the music, and this is one of the best, if not the best. I'll have to sit on even, for a little bit longer. I just beat this game yesterday. But to take all of that into account, I was giggling at certain points of this game. I was having so much fun. There are surprises in this game I won't get into that I just want to scream. I feel like screaming and letting people know, because there's some really cool stuff that they do, and some fan service stuff that they do, and just cool little secrets that are in the game. That this is probably going to beat Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, which I did not know how they were ever going to be beat, and this might do it for me. This just is, I'll just shut up and get to it. I give this game a classic. What do you think of that, Mario? He gives it a backflip. I give this game a classic. Why do I give it a classic? If you look at my rating scale that is linked in the description, I give it a classic because it is so well refined. The jumping mechanics, the world, it is so fun to play. The challenges are not cookie cutter. You're doing fun things each level. Everything's so memorable. Everything's so extremely refined. I feel like the same way I did with the Galaxy 1 and 2, which is, where can you go from freaking here? Where can Nintendo possibly take them from here? I think it'll be a sequel, and it will almost feel like a DLC with the same type of feel, and I will definitely be day freaking one for more levels of this world and this kind of gameplay. Please give me more. I don't care if it's a DLC, whatever you have to do. I just don't want to leave this game. It's the same feeling I had with Breath of the Wild. I don't think it does anything incredibly new, but it does take some chances in a Mario game that I do think warrant some discussion on, like, wow, this is kind of innovative for Nintendo to do this. This is innovative for the genre of platforming. And like I said, it's refined. I would kind of compare this to looking at Banjo-Tooie, which I felt the game was too big in certain parts. It could have been cut down, refined, some of the level design. Whereas this feels so worthwhile. Every nook and cranny has something hidden in it. So that's why I would say another reason for the classic is it's so extremely well refined, And I paired this along with Breath of the Wild in that this game alone is a system seller. And Breath of the Wild is a system seller on its own as well. But now you have two games that I don't think you should miss out. I think you should get this as soon as you can. So I give this game a classic. For this new format I'm trying with, I've been trying different formats for my reviews. So I'm just going to try almost like sitting down playing on the couch type of stuff and give the game the whole picture. So let me know what you think of this format. If you liked it, let me know. And I cannot give this game enough praise. And I'm very, very happy we got this and Breath of the Wild in the same year. What the heck? We are freaking so lucky as a gaming community. So thanks for watching. I give this a freaking classic. Go get this game immediately, or else. And what do you say, Mario? Here, this is him, like your excuses. His hands are over his ears. Your excuses if you don't freaking get this game. And this is him when you still won't get it. And then you get the picture. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.